So, man,
Pour it for us?
Yeah, I'll pour for you guys.
to celebrate the Christmas season, we're drinking
Sake. Yeah.
Yes.
Mostly because me and Peyton went and had sushi earlier, and I had some, and I didn't finish the whole bottle.
Oh, fuck it. I'm down
So,
for it.
Here we go.
I was supposed to bring eggnog, and I forgot it. And then I walked in, and you said, "Hey, I have a sake," and I was like, "That sounds amazing."
You know what sounds good? That
Merry
I
Christmas,
didn't
everybody.
Whoa.
This episode's gonna come out like the day before Christmas Eve, I think.
Thursday? No, it'll come out the 23rd. Yeah, the day before Christmas Eve. You're right.
I think I recorded myself.
Oh,
you
that's
already
an interesting
tried it?
flavor.
You
Yeah,
already
just take a
tried
sip. Oh, are we gonna cheers it?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
Kenpai.
This tastes good.
Oh, it's way different smelling.
It's like super crisp.
Interesting.
You
Wait.
definitely get the green apple, like at the end,
Yeah.
like the little singe of it.
I
It's
could
way better
totally-
sipping on it than taking a shot of it.
I could totally see this being good with sushi, though.
It really
It
is.
seems like it would mix good with some of the tangier, like with like the wasabi and with like some of the
With the soy?
Yeah, with the soy. Yeah,
That's
I could
what
totally
I really
see
liked,
it mixing good.
because I love we get the chipotle mayo too, but
Yeah.
I like to I basically take my little piece of sushi with the chopsticks. I set it in the soy sauce and let it sit there for a couple seconds, and then I eat it.
yeah.
So then having like a super nice dry crisp it has the same effect that the ginger does.
yeah.
And
No.
I really like ginger, but this was it has that like crispness of ginger
Yeah.
that comes from it being like fermented kind of.
Yeah, that's good.
And and I could taste I can taste like the pear a little bit.
Jeez.
Yeah.
This is way different from the one that I've had.
Yeah, they have like a bunch of different kinds.
But I say that because the bottle that I had was like $20. Like 20, 30 bucks. It was from like I don't know. Like I had gone to a restaurant with Becca, and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna get some sake. I'm 21. You know, experiment.
it.
And I don't know. The one I had out, just I kind of enjoy more than this one. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's pretty good.
I mean, I'm not an expert. I'm not even a novice on sake. Like I just
Dude,
don't know the shit. I just know it's a Japanese rice wine. That's all I know.
The flavor is surprising to me. I was
Yeah,
not
I like how dry.
I don't think I'm gonna finish this. By
I
the
just
way.
like that it's different.
Poured
I haven't
wine.
had anything else that tastes like this. So
It's really good.
yeah, it's tasty. Dude, we
finish
got to
my
start
beer.
out top of the episode. What happened? You got in a bar fight? Like
Oh yeah.
everybody, just for context, like that's listening, Cody just sends us a message in the group chat with me, him, and Cameron. Oh, Cameron's sick, by the way. He has like a cold, so he can't be here. But
also known as little bitch syndrome.
no, but Cody randomly just sends a message in the group chat like, "Hey guys, I just got in a bar fight." Like no context.
I
And
did do that.
it's fucked up because I told Cody when you sent that message, my first thought was, "Damn, this is gonna be great for the podcast." So here we are. Let's hear it.
Okay, so let me send you the video while
Okay.
I'm explaining it. Should I send it to the podcast email?
I'm not in there.
Yes, sure. Yeah, sure.
Well,
do
no,
that.
I can just send it to you in Snapchat, but I mean for him to show it on the episode.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, do that.
just send it anywhere. Yeah.
I would say remind me to do it after, but we both know we'll forget.
Kind of gave me a little head rush.
But yeah, so we went up to Calaveras to Lock Antenna Golf Club because Peyton's like best friend from growing up playing softball with her is moving to Colorado and like right after New Year's,
Okay.
right after Christmas. So she was like, and they invited us up for like a Christmas party at the golf club. It's her last day working there, and it's kind of like a goodbye, like a going away party, and like it was also her boyfriend's birthday. So all that. So we're like, okay, we'll go up there and whatever, and we go up there, and at first we're just chilling. It's a holiday party, so we're drinking, like playing some pool, we went and danced for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then out of nowhere, like, and there's a bunch of people I barely know no one here.
Yeah.
The only people I know is like Peyton's friend, her boyfriend, and I don't know them. I've just met them.
Yeah.
And then her old coach, which I'm not going to name any names. But like, so we go there and like everyone's hanging out, Like we're chilling. Me and Peyton are playing pool, drinking a little bit. Music super loud. Like it's super nice, super fun. And I don't know. Me and Peyton are just playing pool. I'm kicking her ass, by the way. Like,
Okay.
about to win.
Good to hear.
And so we're just playing, and we just hear like a loud argument. And so we turn around. As soon as I turn around, I just see someone punch Peyton's old coach from the behind.
Oh.
Just like boom. And then another guy came and punched that dude. Then there was just a pile. Like,
and you don't know who anybody is.
I don't know
besides her
who
old
anyone
coach.
is.
Oh my god.
So I'm
terrible.
like, and then there's a pile. As soon as I see the pile form, like at first I'm like, okay, let's fucking go. Like I'm good for this.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, ooh, I don't know anyone. I don't know who to punch, and I don't want to punch the wrong person and get like 4 people on me. So I was like, maybe this is not a good idea. I remembered where I was, and then I didn't know anyone. I was like, okay, let's not do that. So I just grabbed Peyton and like shoved her in the corner. I was like, stay behind me. And so then there's like this pile forms, and someone's like, everyone's on the ground, her old coach is on the ground, and some guy comes up, like standing up from behind, and starts just wailing on her old coach from behind.
Wow.
Like 5-6 shots in a row. Someone pulls that guy off. Then I see Peyton's friend's boyfriend. He's like holding some guy back. I'm like, okay, I know that dude. I'm going to jump in, go help this guy. So I jump in. We're holding him back. And then people are like bumping into us, and we're just like, get out. Like, and I guess they took the other guy that was hitting Cap while he was on the ground.
Yeah.
They took him outside, and like there was like another fight outside.
What?
Damn.
And basically we just dragged the dude we were holding outside, and then her old coach got up and was like, get the fucking camera footage. I know one of these motherfuckers hit me. Like all that. And it was
That's crazy.
like, and it went from like 0 to 100. It was like, we heard an argue, turn around, punch flying. And I was like, and we were just like in the middle of it. And I was like, just looking, like immediately I just start scanning. I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen, if I'm going to get hit. So like, I just started scanning.
That's just a horrible situation because, you don't know anybody.
Yeah.
So you're like,
I'm
I
like,
could punch the wrong person and then have to fight everybody.
Yeah.
Or I could punch the right person and have to fight all their friends, but I still don't know who they're with.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm like tipsy. So it's not like I can't just like grab Peyton and run, because we live an hour and 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
And it's like 9 o'clock at night. Like, and the drive to Calaveras is like a windy, not good one.
Yeah.
Like, Peyton's drunk. I'm pretty tipsy. Like, I'm like, this is not a good
Like, I should
situation.
also, like, I don't really want to fight the wrong person. I also don't want to just drive away right now.
Yeah.
Like,
And then
What do I do now?
Peyton's over here trying to get Froggy, like, because it's like her old coach. She was like,
Froggy.
but I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do? There's like 14 dudes over there just throwing haymakers, and you think you're gonna do something?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm grabbing her by the jacket, like, get the fuck back. And then there was this this one couple we knew that we'd hung out with them last time we were there.
Yeah.
One of the girls, she was like, I was like, you good? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, can you watch her? She's like, yeah, I'll keep her with me.
Oh,
and then
okay.
I just jump in, and I'm like pulling people off and trying to break it up and everything.
Yeah.
And like, there's a bunch of people, like, as I'm pulling off, they're like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, don't worry about it. Like,
Don't ask that question.
Hey, but do you know, like, did they ever say what, like, was the real reason, like, it started?
so I never saw the security camera footage, and there's this video that I'm about to send, but it's not the best. It shows everything and nothing at the same time.
Yeah. I'll take a look at it after the pod and then see if I can put it in. But that's interesting. There's one of those experiences that I feel like I should experience and haven't. And like a bar fight or like a crazy fight at a party is one of those things. I've never, as much as you always hear stories about like college parties and then a fight breaks out, or being at a bar and all of a sudden a bar fight breaks out, I've never been in the middle of any of these situations. It's weird because there's been situations where like I've heard of it happening and I like wasn't there. I would like leave early, or I'd be like, oh, you know what? I don't like feel like going out tonight, do something else, be busy. And then like when I don't go out, it happens. Like there's been situations. So I've never experienced a legit bar fight or like just a house party fight.
It just sounds pretty sketchy, because sometimes, like, say you're just there with a buddy and you don't know anything or anyone that's going on.
Yeah.
And like, say you do, like, decide, you're like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go in. Like, it's either gonna go there's two ways. Like either you get out of there and you just get some good hits in, or you're just there and you get like the shit kicked out of you.
Yeah, it sounds fun as hell if you're with like 10 of your homies, right? But then like if it's some if
then
it's
you're sitting there like, I don't know anyone here, like
well, I at least know not to punch those 10 guys. So
yeah, right.
But that's a crazy situation like you're talking about because it's basically just you and Peyton.
Yeah.
And
I mean, my first thing was like, okay, let me make sure Peyton doesn't get fucking swatted or something. Yeah. Because if like Peyton gets hit, then I don't give a fuck. Yeah, yeah. Like I'm throwing hands.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't matter at that point.
It's crazy because like even if it was like me and you, it would still be so weird because again, it's like even if it was like me and you and
like,
we didn't,
I'm not worried about you getting hurt.
Yeah,
like I'm like, okay, let's fucking back to back.
Yeah,
like, yeah. Someone comes up, like let's go.
Put your shoulders with my shoulders and press back. Yeah, but it would still be weird because they'd still be like, okay, who do I hit?
Yeah,
I don't know. Like,
and like honestly, if I was like, that was when I was glad. I'm like, I've been in fights before. Yeah. Like I don't ever try to start fights, but like I've been in them.
Yeah.
So like. I'm glad that I'd had that experience because if I didn't know and I was just like, let's fucking go, like I would have been, I like, especially because afterwards I figured out kind of who the characters were and I'm like, oh, if I would have hit the dude I was gonna hit, like there would have been like 6 guys on me.
Right.
Like they run deep, they don't just run solo.
Yeah, no, that was for sure. And they were giving out like fake names of the dude that was sucker punching him to like hide his identity and stuff. They ended up figuring out who it was, but I'm like, oh, those are the people I was about to punch. Like, I'm like, definitely the guy I was planning on hitting. I was like, I could have taken him, but I was also like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, if you
like,
don't
I don't know anyone.
If you don't know the dynamic,
exactly.
that makes it so weird.
Yeah. That's why I was like,
Did you hear why it actually started?
So from what I heard, I never saw the security camera footage, and the video that I got that someone took on their phone was like not great.
Yeah.
But from what I heard from people that did hear the security camera footage is I guess someone, the guy bumped into Peyton's old coach and like spilled his drink. And I guess they like got into like not into it, but like said something like, you know, what the fuck, blah 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 blah, and then it sounded like they were trying to defuse it, and then like I think Peyton's old coach was like, oh whatever, and turned around, and that guy just punched him.
Oh, and
then I guess the guy that was punching her coach on the ground was like that guy's related to that guy in some way. Damn. And so he was just like, oh word. Boom, boom, boom.
Right,
and then another guy punched the guy that sucker punched her coach. Another guy came in and hit that guy and like fattened his lip.
Wait, who hit which guy?
Another dude. It's just some dude in a black sweatshirt. I don't know who he was.
Oh, interesting.
Hit the guy that hit her coach.
Oh,
they gave him like a fat lip.
So he took the coach's side, and then interesting.
You want to explain it? You want to explain it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So it's my best friend's her dad. Right. And she has another best friend that she's grown up with. Her dad was also there. So like my friend's dad was my coach. Let's call him a coach. Right. So he's the one who got sucker punched by that coach's. So my best friend's, just call her name starts with a B. Okay.
Okay.
So B's boyfriend, D. Okay. His name's D. Okay. So D has an uncle. His uncle hit B's dad, which is my coach.
Okay.
So, like, it was all connected. It was like, oh, her boyfriend's uncle punched her dad. Mm-hmm. And then the uncle, like, son-in-law was mad. So he started punching the coach. And then her uncle started defending him because he's the one who got sucker punched and started fighting the boyfriend's uncle. And so it was like a weird connection. Like
this is the most Northern California shit I've ever heard.
I was like, I don't know why. But they're like all connected, like all uncles, and I don't know.
Yeah, this is actually hilarious now that you say they're all related.
And this is like all that's going through my head is like, I know everyone here knows each other and no one knows me.
Yeah.
So I know whoever I hit, it's just gonna be like, oh fuck that dude.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and then it turns out like the boyfriend's uncle, like the boyfriend, like that's the guy I was like, oh, he's holding them back, I'm gonna help him pull them back. It was his uncle, the guy that sucker punched that dude.
Oh
shoot.
Which I learned later.
That's complicated.
And I was like,
and so that like being her boyfriend, she was like, what the hell? Like I'm mad at him because he's not like taking up for her dad. And then she realized, oh, it's because it's his uncle. Like, he's like, my uncle wouldn't just sucker punch him. That's not true. Your dad must have been starting shit. And then her dad, because like he was my softball coach, and he was like he's very like tough dude. Like no one's gonna mess with him. So he like was mad, and he like started taking out on her boyfriend. He's like, fuck you. You want to take my daughter away from me, and then you want to fucking have your own family you fucking sucker punch me? I'll take this outside, bitch. I'll punch you in the face. And everyone's like, that's your daughter's boyfriend. Let's chill out.
Wow, how weird.
And then you want to know the what made it really awkward?
What
is her coach and the boyfriend that he was arguing with? We were either gonna stay at the coach's house or the boyfriend's and her best friend's house.
Awkward.
So whose house did you stay at?
So we went to the coach's house for a while because I guess her best friend and her boyfriend and their friends like went out to the bar.
Okay.
And I was like, after what just happened here, I don't think a bar is the best place for us to be.
Right,
like,
yeah.
We're an hour and something away from home. Everyone's still heated about it. Like, I'm not trying to be in that situation. So we went to their house, and then it got like awkward. So then after they came home from the bar, we ended up driving over to her best friend and the boyfriend's house and stayed the night there.
Probably.
And I made them... Yeah, I made them all breakfast at like 2 in the morning.
It's very diplomatic of you.
Yeah. The freaking her best friend's boyfriend D, he came home. He was like drunk because he was like, obviously it's his birthday, going away party. Like they were at the bar and he was pretty drunk.
Wait, where was he going?
Well, we were at What do you mean? Where is he going?
You said going away party.
Oh, because they're moving to Colorado.
Oh, right, yeah.
You're getting the story, Dale. You said that.
Dude, I've been hearing like a lot of names. I'm trying to put the pieces together.
Yeah, but it'd be easier if I could use names, but it's probably
everybody's cousin or uncle. It makes it confusing.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so we stayed there. He was like super drunk and he was like trying to air fry like the crumbs of a chicken nugget bag, like because that was all that was left. And I was like, and his
this guy a crackhead? Like what?
His girlfriend was like, I'm not cooking for you. It's 2 a.m. I was like, cooking? I'll cook. I love cooking. So I made
coach.
I made scrambled eggs and then fried bread with cheese, and I made him a fried bread scrambled egg sandwich.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So kind of like an egg sandwich with a little bit extra, extra pizzazz.
And then I made myself a fried bread sandwich, and I made Peyton one. And then Peyton didn't finish hers, so I finished hers. And then with the leftover eggs, and then I was like, he got the chicken out. Fuck it, I'll cook the crumbs. And I cooked the crumbs. And then I made a scramble. I put the eggs with the chicken crumbs and then the leftover bread from hers. And I put some ketchup on it.
And this was the next morning?
No, this was like at 2 a.m.
Okay.
And then
so it was
the next,
like a dinner.
Then the next morning, we went to brunch at the golf club. Right. The fight just happened last night.
Awkward.
And I had a Manhattan, and then we left.
Nice. What a life. What a time to be alive. Huh.
And then they all made fun of me, called me an old man because I order old man drinks. Yeah. And then... Oh yeah, the guy that got sucker punched, his like you looked and his like there was a bunch of popped blood vessels in his eye.
Sick.
Someone came around like if they came around from behind, it was like behind and they hit him like right there.
Wow, that sucks.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's like straight bone right there.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
At least it didn't like break anything, because that could have been really bad.
Yeah.
If it like shattered any of the skull right there. I guess you'd have to have a pretty hard fist for that to happen.
Yeah.
But
no, but it was funny because when we were at brunch, I ordered the Manhattan. They were all making fun of me, like, "Oh, you order old man drinks. Like, you're the type of guy to order just like whiskey on ice." I'm like, that's what I ordered last night.
yeah.
So that's what I was drinking the night before. I had a couple beers and I had some Makers on the rocks.
Oh, right. Yeah.
They were like, "You're fucking old." I'm like, "I'm younger than all of you."
Yeah.
I'm like literally the youngest one here.
Just taste.
Like, go get sucker punched again, bitch.
Yeah. No, we were having brunch with that dude. We were having brunch with the boyfriend.
Right.
Friend,
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, my
awkward
sake.
still.
Yeah, but yeah, that was my weekend.
What an interesting,
I
that's a lot
emailed you
more
the
exciting.
video. You can look at it. It wasn't a great video, but you see the pile.
Okay.
And you see the guy. You don't see the initial punch, but you see the pile, and you see the dude that is like just laying into her coach like 5 times. Yeah, the guy with the red jacket is her coach.
Very interesting.
It's worthy enough. It'll go on the podcast.
I might have to do this later. It's going to take a while to download.
Oh, I can also drop it in the Snapchat group chat.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Okay, I'll put this on the video right now, on the podcast video, so you guys can see it. Unless you're an audio listener. If you're an audio listener, you might just want to switch to YouTube for a cool second. It's a nice looking bar.
Yeah.
It's because it's a golf course.
Oh, right. Okay. I was gonna say it kind of looks like one of those like
Oh damn! I can't drop
rando
any
type of
Oh,
places.
chat.
Oh my
That
god!
happens so
Everybody's
quick.
just on the ground out of nowhere.
And you see,
I
the
like
guy
how people are just
laid-
jumping off the bar, doing some
Dude,
WWE shit.
one of the bartenders straight jumped over the bar.
Dude,
Or
why
it
did
was the owner? You know the girl in the green shirt that jumped
Yeah.
over. She's the manager of the golf club.
I was gonna say,
She
why is
just
she trying
jumped
to?
over the bar. She's like, stop!
I was gonna say, why is she trying to RKO people right
And
now,
there's
dude?
if you
What?
see, there's like a lady in like a cast saying like, stop! You don't want to do this.
no.
And then so when they're
This is
going over there,
hilarious.
they're holding down the dude that was hitting him from behind while he was on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So now everybody, yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's a girl. Oh no, that's a dude. Just long hair.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, it was wild.
Dude, like it was so
And, like,
calm
the-
at first.
The funny part is like you can't ever see me and Peyton in it because like we were like from where
Huh.
it's okay. So the girl that was filming was like standing right here.
Yeah.
The pile happened right here. The pool table's right here. Me and Peyton are standing on this side of it. Yeah, some guy like landed on the pool table and spilled beer all over it. And at first we were like, "What the fuck, our game?" And then we were
You're
like,
like-
"Oh shit!"
You're like, dude, what the fuck? Party foul, bro. What
And
the
that's-
fuck? This is not chill.
Yeah, so it's the pile, then here, then the pool table right here. We're on this side. I pull Peyton like over here to the corner.
Yeah.
And then after she moves to go film the other people, that's when I came in and helped hold this guy back. Because like she left that pile, but there's still a whole ass fight going on at where the pile was originally.
Yeah.
So I jump in and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
We should tell some stories on a Patreon app about like fight stuff, because I haven't been in the middle of a fight, but there was that one fight. I'm not gonna get too detailed, but there was that one fight that happened at that one place where there was a shooting, and then
Oh yeah.
yeah, that'd be a good one
Wait,
for a Patreon app.
Where?
I can't really get
We'll
into
talk
it.
about it
But
after. I wasn't there, but I've heard the story.
there was that other
multiple times.
situation where the guy almost got stabbed. I'm saying the
Oh,
guy
yeah,
because
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Do we know him?
That'll be you know him. It'll be fun stuff for a Patreon app.
Then there was
But,
the situation where a guy did get stabbed. Remember during a basketball game?
during a basketball game.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
saw him
about.
yesterday because
Was
I
I
went and
there?
worked out.
You were a freshman in high school when that happened.
No, I was a sophomore.
Stabbed.
Sophomore?
think I was a
you were a
sophomore.
freshman because I was
Was
in
I a
the 8th
freshman?
grade. Yeah.
Oh, I must have been a freshman.
Yes.
I don't think I was there for this.
Well, you weren't there. No, it
You
was.
were in water. Wait, were you at WHS at the time?
I guess we can-
Well, yeah, I did 4 years.
We can talk about this one. This
I
isn't.
did 4 years at WHS.
This isn't. No, this
Were you
isn't
at the
like
middle
a.
school.
What?
Weren't you at the middle school around 2014?
I was in Waterford from 4th grade to
Yeah, but you were
graduating.
in 8th grade at the time because 2014 was my freshman.
Yeah, you were in.
Oh,
grade.
yeah, okay.
Well, we don't actually. We can talk about this one.
Oh, okay.
Because this is
It
just.
was
It was
on
on
the
the
news.
news. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was when we were. There was a basketball. There was a high school
Oh,
basketball
shit.
game. Yeah.
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
So it was the
Yeah.
high school basketball game.
Okay.
And then there was like a couple like sketchy guys out in the parking
Probably
lot.
like-
Right.
probably
And
like some
Whitfield
wannabe
was
gangbangers.
Whitfield the athletic director.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, you gotta go. Like you gotta go.
Like you
and
can't
then
be here.
yeah, and
Gotta
then he was
bounce.
like trying to throw him out, and then it was like 3 dudes, and one of
Yeah.
them pulled out a pocket knife and stabbed him.
Dude, so
Like fuck.
it was hilarious
Took it like a
because
champ though.
this
Yeah.
was like right before I was going into high school, and this like story came out, and I was just like, yeah, that's crazy. And I was telling my mom, I was like, yeah, apparently the like athletic director got stabbed at the high school or something.
I was at the game.
yeah,
Because I played basketball my freshman year,
Yeah.
and it was during the varsity game, and
Mm-hmm.
I'd played in the freshman and the JV game,
yeah.
and then I was chilling, and then I just like saw a big commotion. I didn't know what happened, and then the next day I saw it on the news, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh shit!
So I didn't really have like any info on it besides like the news article. I just kind of read it and I was like, oh, that's kind of wild. And then I was like, hey, mom, you're not going to believe what happened at the high school. And this is like a few months before I was about to start my freshman year.
Yeah.
And she was like, that's not good.
Yeah,
and I
she's
was like,
You're
yeah.
not going to any basketball games.
Like this was
I was
like
like, shit's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
this happened during basketball season, so it was probably like around January, probably like mid-January
It
or
was
late
yeah.
or early
I remember
February.
because it was we'd just come back from Christmas break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just played like 2 tournaments.
Yeah.
And then it was our first home game.
Yeah. Because I
Coming
was
back.
going to be starting as a freshman in August. So I was like,
we both were.
Yeah.
Right, Dale?
We
Not
were.
just you know. I was
well, I
there
know. I'm
too.
just saying, like, for context, like when I was reading
I
this
want to be
story.
included.
No, 'cause
Motherfuckers, I was there. Fuck you.
We had
Okay, I'll just go.
Conditioning together.
Oh yeah,
football. Yeah. I remember that. That was
true.
whenever Marcostas started. I was.
Oh my god.
I was behind
That's
you
stupid.
and
we
Marcos.
need a
Kyle
Patreon.
Brown.
We need a Patreon up about that.
Yeah,
I
we
would-
need because we shouldn't even really get into that because that's like a whole like
That's a rabbit hole right there.
It really is because
it's like the most high school shit ever.
Because
But-
once you go down that hole, you also kind of got to go into
the Goon Squad.
Goon Squad and
Probably
also
not. Now that I think of it,
Meow.
it probably
Yeah, Buck
won't
Meow.
be that interesting to listeners because they'll be like, "Oh yeah, this is like regular high school shit." But I don't know. It's just like in the moment it was.
But
funny.
there's some stuff that happens at
Yeah.
our high school that I'm like, that's regular high school shit. And then I'm like, other people hear about it and they're like, what? I'm like, oh, that's not normal.
We pretty
like which
much,
thing you are thinking of, or like can you say? Should we save it for Patreon?
Like the FFA situation.
Oh yeah.
that you can't talk about. I don't think.
We should actually we should do a Patreon ep soon and talk about some of this stuff because it would be fun for a paid ep.
It would be fun.
Yeah, and also less people will see that, and that makes me comfortable.
Yeah.
So
I don't need like administration from the school coming and being like, yo, what the fuck?
be like, yo, why are you spilling the beans?
You're like, yeah, you can't be a coach here
Snitches get
anymore.
stitches, dog.
I can't be. Oh yeah, you can't coach here
You
anymore.
can't
I'm
coach
like,
here anymore. You're like, damn.
Yeah. Whenever I try to,
I'm not. I'm probably not going to coach this year.
No.
Just
Yeah.
because I don't have time.
All right.
Mhm.
If I lived in Waterford, I would. But
If Jones was still there, I'd coach. I'd help him coach. But it's Bardis.
you don't
and
want to help Bardis?
I do want to help Bardis, but Jones was much more organized.
Bardis is going to be fine with it.
Yeah.
Bardis is organized.
I just hope they carry on what we
Well,
helped to build.
I don't know if you can look at it as carrying on because it's like hard to like maintain what we had going through COVID.
right.
Like because everything kind of just got like reset.
Yeah, that's very
So-
true.
Dude.
But back to the gangs. We single like
gangs.
That was-
You say it like it's a legit gang.
It's
It's
not.
not.
It's
It's
not
That's
not
what I'm
at
saying.
all.
Yeah,
really
it was just regular high school shit. Just
But
like
I was pretty much behind Dale, like listening while they were trying to create a name for their little like squad or like their little gang.
yeah.
And like once that started, I think two more popped up to like combat the mark.
Nah, that was just like
Or
we
they
should
just
let's get
couldn't
into this on Patreon
Yeah,
because
Okay,
it's
yeah.
like
save that.
we're gonna be sitting here for 3 hours trying to break this all down if we try to like
You know what else we could talk about on Patreon?
what?
The boxing matches.
Oh, we could talk about that. Yeah.
Oh, that's a funny story.
we
Actually,
should save that for Patreon.
Yeah, we
not
should
that
save
that's
that.
a bad. I can
That's
just
not
talk
bad.
about
We
that.
could talk about that, but I'm saying like
It's a juicy story.
yeah.
It's juicy and it goes into like it's like also like high school stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no drama because it was literally just like
Yeah.
boxing matches.
Yeah, it was just yeah.
But like we might as well just do it at the same time we're talking about all that.
funny
Yeah,
story
yeah.
actually too. I don't think did you know that he rented out Becca's home?
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
used to
yeah.
live- He used to live in the same house Becca lives in
I
now.
didn't know.
So for context for the listeners, Alex's girlfriend Becca, I lived in her house before she moved back into
that's
it.
okay. When you say it like that,
she
it sounds
rented
weird.
like he was renting
Well,
out their house.
He was renting it before they lived there.
no.
They
were-
owned it.
They were
Oh,
the
they
they
lived
owned it
there?
and you were renting it.
Yeah.
Oh,
They lived there like at one point,
okay, that
right?
makes
And
sense.
then moved out. And then like after they were renting it for a while, and I
Oh,
was like the
wow,
last.
actually.
My family was the last tenant before they moved back in.
Yeah.
It was weird because we were all driving. It was like me, Cam, Ethan, I forget who else, but there was like we had like 3 cars. Yeah. And I heard, "Oh, we're going to go stop by Becca's house real quick. She has to get something or whatever." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And we pulled up and I'm like, "Oh, that's crazy. We're like pulling up into my old neighborhood or one of my old neighborhoods, you know what I mean?" And then we were like getting a little closer and I was like, "Oh, wow, we're like right next to the place I used to live at. That's crazy." And then she literally started walking up to the doorstep and I was like, "You're fucking joking." Like and the reason I was like I should have known was because all of our friends, like Cameron's house, the house he lives in right now, I almost rented it before he moved in there.
Funny story too. The house that's right next to him, I used to live in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, and then Gabe used to live in what was it, Caden's house, I think? Paul and Gabe, there was something with them. Like, I think the house that Paul lives in, Gabe lived in at one point or something. There's something weird with Gabe. I remember he also lived in somebody else's house
Yeah.
in River Point. All of our friends have like lived in each other's houses. It's fucking weird.
I find it pretty funny.
Yeah. And then like whenever I was over at Bubba's house all the time, I forget who, But there was somebody we were hanging out with, and it was like another like one of those situations where we were going back to his house, and they were like, "Oh shit, yo, I lived in your house like before you moved in," and it was another one of those. It's so weird, man.
It's a small town, really.
Yeah, it's so small. There's so limited housing that everybody's just lived in everybody else's houses.
Yeah.
And honestly, with the houses they're building now, they're saying that they're already pre-purchased, like they're already like.
Oh, I believe it.
bought. But
yeah.
Well,
I also don't believe it because
why not?
the houses that they built aren't done, and obviously the weather has a thing to do with it. But there's so many like empty lots that they don't have houses built.
Oh, that doesn't matter. People will pre-purchase it just to have the spot.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
The one of Peyton's friends
Yeah.
moved to Texas. They bought a house that's still in construction.
Yeah.
Like it's the same thing. They're building the whole neighborhood and they bought a spot.
Yeah.
And they're picking like, because usually when they come in and they have a whole lot like that and they're building houses on it, they usually have, it's like Liver Point. They'll have like 3 or 4 like formats for the house.
Yeah.
Like structures. And then if you buy it before they build it, you get to pick
Yeah.
which one.
And like, even if like some of the houses weren't getting moved into, I would fully expect somebody to be like, "Hey, I'm going to buy that," and then just rent it out.
Yeah.
So they're just waiting. They're like, "Okay, cool. Once it's built, I can just rent it out and
Especially
then good to
those
go."
ones. Those ones are hot. Like
Yeah,
I'm sure
they're
they're gonna
brand
be
new
expensive.
houses
I'm
in
sure
an
they're gonna be
area
they're right in front of the
right in front of the
elementary
moon.
school.
Yeah, in an area with very limited housing. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
those things are just gonna
fly, dude. Those things are flying off the shelves.
Oh yeah, because
I wonder what that's gonna do to like the market of the houses around it.
Oh, dude, my parents
Honestly,
already complaining
Like Chris
about
Silva's house.
I don't know, because that's not like a great area, but then it's next to Moon, so it's also not a bad area.
Right. It's near school. It's down the street from the high school.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
the junior high is not exactly far away.
Yeah. It's
mean,
like it's on
a
the
good
edge
walk.
of some shitty houses, but then the other side is like on the edge of a nice area.
Yeah.
So I don't really know, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. But it looks nice.
It
Roads
does
look
look
super
nice.
nice. It's got kind of those nice like, oh shit, I need to turn the camera back on. It's kind of got those nice like slope sidewalks, it looked like.
Yeah.
The way they have in like River Point or like kind of by
I love
where-
those.
That way, like you don't really curb your wheels as much. Or
especially as
It
a
just
delivery
looks nice.
driver. I
Oh,
love those
yeah.
sidewalks.
It just
Makes it so
yeah.
much easier to flip a bitch.
Oh yeah, I believe it. It just looks nice too.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's a weird detail just having like the sloped sidewalks.
I don't know, just living in like a much like lower class or low income like neighborhood, we're not really treated to those sidewalks as much as like the higher income.
Bro,
or-
I don't have sidewalks, dog.
Oh
Like,
yeah, you live in the
not
state.
I live in an upstairs apartment. I don't have shit.
I live like down this, literally like right across the street from the middle school in town, and my parents complain about like the taxes going up because of the middle school.
Wow. Well,
Yeah, well, yeah, we chose it, you know.
that's what happens.
Our fault.
Yeah, no, it looks good. I don't know what it's gonna do to like the market because I don't know.
I mean, I'm not.
It's just gonna
I'm
be new
not
places
planning
to
on
rent.
buying or renting a place in Waterford anyway. So
Yeah, me neither. I mean, fucking dude. So have you looked up Nancy Reagan on Twitter within the last like few days?
no.
Let's do a little experiment right now. Pull out your phone, go to Twitter, and just search Nancy Reagan and look at the next results.
Am I gonna need to drink the rest of this before I do it?
And, just real quick, just read off the results, the suggested results that pop up in the Twitter search bar with her name.
Jesus. So I'm just looking up Nancy Reagan and looking at the search bar.
Yeah, and looking at the suggested results.
Do you have chips, by the way?
Yeah, we have like tortilla chips. Fucking A, my fucking phone. Reagan.
Are they in the same place the other ones were?
Yeah.
Can I grab them?
What the fuck?
Read these off. Read these off.
Okay, so there's Nancy Reagan, obviously. Nancy Reagan throat goat. What the fuck is this?
So, okay.
I'm looking at the thread right now.
So, there was this thing that came out. I'm not going to give the whole backstory on it because it's not really like relevant or entertaining, but basically people like started looking back at this old biography about Nancy Reagan and like stuff about her life. And apparently, like, I don't know how much truth there is to this. I'm just going to assume it's true because it makes it funnier. But supposedly she was sucking off like everybody in MGM Studios in like the 1940s when she was an actress. And so I'm going to read you this little bit of this article on The Voice. It says, according to Kitty Kelly's biography, Nancy Reagan, quote, was renowned in Hollywood for performing oral sex. Just Say Yes, Nancy, apparently that was her nickname, in the days when she was Nancy Davis, was known to give the best blowjob in town, not only in the evenings, but in offices. That was one of the reasons that she was very popular on the MGM lot. It must have made her very popular with Ronnie as well. So there's a dark side to this, right? Just Say Yes, Nancy definitely sounds like a Me Too-y type of nickname, right?
Yeah.
Also, Hollywood, the 1940s, not very good time to be a woman, right?
It's terrible time.
But there's a funny side to this because I started reading that and I thought, Just Say Yes,
I'm
Nancy.
gonna finish this sake because of this shit.
Shoot it.
I saw Just Say Yes, Nancy, and I thought, what if that's not what the guys were calling her? What if that's what she was saying to the guys? What if she was notorious for like bullying guys into getting their dick sucked? Like, it's like you got like CEOs at MGM Studios that.
No, the bottle opener.
Oh, you got like what if you got CEOs at MGM Studios that they're like trying to go through meetings, they got movie sets to hit, they're interviewing actors, this and that, and she's just walking in, like busting into their office, and they're like, but I'm meeting with the CEO of Paramount. They're like, she's like, get out. This meeting's over. The guy's like, what is this about? And she's like, pull him off. Take him off. The pants. Come on, down now. And they're like, no, Nancy, no. It's the 4th time today.
Please, Nancy, I don't have anything left.
She's like, just say yes. What if she's
Just
the one?
say yes.
Just say yes. And they're like, no, Nancy. And then
Oh,
she's just grabbing dudes by the balls and forcefully sucking their dick without their consent. Like, what if she was just like bullying everybody on the MGM lot? She is like sucking dudes' dick till they bleed. Like that shit is just, she's ruining lives.
When she's fucking the first lady, she's like, you need to pass that bill, Ronnie.
Yeah,
Ronnie,
yeah.
you need to pass.
He's like,
Ronnie,
Nancy, don't do it.
You need to pass the.
Like, oh god,
pass it, Ronnie.
She's like, he's like, no, stop it, no. All
right, I'll sign it. I'll sign it.
It's the 5th time today, Nancy. Just say yes. Like, what if she's just like the hall monitor of MGM Studios and she's just looking dudes in the eyes and making them go.
It's the reverse Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
God.
She just looks into guys, like into their offices, and goes like this, and they're just like flinching. They're like, no, I can't.
She
do it
doesn't
again.
look guys in the eyes. She looks them in the balls.
Yeah. She's just like dudes. Like she looks at a guy in the eyes, and his dick just starts hurting. It's just pain instantly.
Yeah.
Like what? She is just like the fucking.
That's a weird topic.
Like the
hilarious.
reverse Harvey Weinstein of MGM Studios.
The throat goat.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying, bro. She's just looking at them. Just say yes. Just say yes.
Just say yes.
That's so weird.
Why, dude?
So yeah, when I'm like up at midnight browsing Twitter, this is the shit I see, and I think, what if?
What are you doing on
What
Twitter
if?
at midnight?
Fucking A.
What am I doing at Twitter on midnight?
Yeah.
Just fucking melting my brain cells, dude. But yeah. So that was kind of crazy. I was reading that.
He's
and I
also
was
busy
like,
upvoting stuff on Reddit.
No, I don't go on Reddit. I don't have the Reddit app. No, what are you talking about?
Did you hear? Peyton showed me that Cody got engaged.
Oh yeah. So I have another thing about that because it was weird, right? So I saw that post and I was like, yeah, like this was expected, this had to happen soon. But it was weird because I went after that and I was looking at, how he had his old podcast, Insanely Chill?
Yeah.
So that's the weird thing. You can basically follow like the whole arc of their relationship from like the beginning. Because on Insanely Chill, he talked about this one girl that on one of his episodes, this girl that was coming over for Taco Tuesday, and he was like, I'm super into her and this and that. And they end up getting together, and it's Kelsey, right? And then so she features on Insanely Chill episodes later, and then in his videos, and she starts her own YouTube channel and whatever. So I went back to the originals because it's been forever since I ever watched those podcast apps. And it's just so weird. It's weird that you can see them getting engaged now, and you can go back and see the whole arc of their relationship, like through the podcast, and hear him talking
And
about
you've
her.
never met either of them.
Before they were even together, and I can hear his like inner thoughts about it, and his like anxieties and hopes and this and that. And I've never met this guy in my life.
Right.
It is the weirdest fucking thing.
It's like I feel like I know too much.
I feel like I know too much, and weirdly, I'm like living vicariously through them and like experiencing that. It's fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
Like
The internet is a strange place.
it's very strange.
Sometimes for the good.
You really
Sometimes
need,
for the good.
Just take a break if you've been on it for too long.
No, I don't think it's even that. It's just a weird thing because it's like I can be just some single 21-year-old guy living, in the Central Valley, and I'm like celebrating their relationship and like watching it all like somewhere completely different, having never met them. They have no idea I exist.
Right.
It's just a weird concept.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which people do that already for like actors and actresses, right? But it's just funny when it's like kind of an everyday person like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bizarre, man.
It is weird. Like, it's crazy thinking, like, feeling like you have a connection to, like, someone just because, like, you've seen so much of their content and, like, heard so much of what they think.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's only one way.
Oh, it's completely one way.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird because it's like, they don't fucking know me.
No, like...
Like, I'm on the Patreon. I watch their videos, but, like, they don't have any clue who I am. Yeah, I'm on the TMG Patreon.
They might go on there and be like, Dirt McNasty?
They're like, yo, this dude sounds like a real scumbag.
Real degenerate.
Yeah, real degen.
He's definitely in his degen face.
Degen, yeah. Fuck, through a phase, bro.
Speaking of, hey, those shorts have been doing pretty well.
They're doing all right. I mean,
I appreciate it for you people that watch them.
Yeah.
They're like, I can tolerate 20 seconds. But
yeah.
An hour? Fuck.
All the new, fuck. Anybody that's still listening to this episode, that's like the true listeners.
Oh, yeah.
Because
we appreciate the people that watch the shorts though too.
No, we appreciate it, and because people were subbing from that, and I was like, cool.
Well, we've been wanting to do something like that for a while, and we started doing it on TikTok, but like we were really happy about them adding YouTube Shorts. It's like, oh, we can do the same shit, but we have it all on the same platform.
Exactly.
Because we were getting views, like we got like a good amount of views on some of our TikTok stuff, but it's like. That doesn't direct it back to like, because we want, like, our main thing is YouTube.
Yeah,
that's where
you got to get such a massive amount of views on TikTok to actually convert it to other platforms.
Yeah,
so it's like, it's nice that with like, YouTube Shorts you can get the engagement through the shorts, but then when they hit subscribe, they're still subscribed to the channel where we post our full episodes.
Yeah,
we don't have to be like, hey, now go to this whole other app and like subscribe there and look for us. It's like, no, just hit subscribe and you'll see the full episodes in your browse feed.
Yeah,
or in your homepage. Browse feed. I sound like I'm fucking 80 years old. Yeah, anyways. No, so yeah, it's cool. So that's doing all right. Definitely helping gain subs and stuff. So any of the new subs, we appreciate you guys.
Yeah. And it's been it's been nice to be able to put out more stuff for everyone to watch, because it's like we get like, yeah, it's the same thing. Like, it's just a clip from the podcast, but like, we're very aware that like not everyone wants to watch an hour-long podcast. Yeah. Maybe even if you do watch it, like, oh, I'm not gonna have time like for the next couple days.
Like watch a good 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, like literally like, hey, here's like a 30-second clip, which is like the funniest thing. And I feel like it's like a little bit of promotion type of thing. Like, hey, like this is the type of stuff we talk about. This is some of the funny moments.
Yeah. It helps too, I feel like, because sometimes we have episodes where we're like just joking, having a good time. Sometimes we get into more serious conversations, and it's like, unless you listen to the whole hour or more of that conversation, like, you're not going to get all those bits. But if you're kind of like, yeah, this one little thing on my shorts feed, this sounds interesting, and then maybe they listen to that and they're like, yeah, okay, I'll listen to these guys when they have, this conversation going on. Maybe they hear like one of the funny bits and they're like, yeah, okay, I'll listen for the funny bits. Or maybe they hear one of the serious bits and they're like, yeah, I'm interested in this. But they don't have to go in blind to the episodes. Because it's also like, I try to give a little context to the episode with titles and thumbnails, but there's only so much you can really show.
Yeah, and the main thing was, like, we've gotten a lot of feedback from, like, you guys, like, and, like, from people we know that are subscribed, like, hey, like, I like the episodes, but, like, I really want, like, highlights, like short bits, like just stuff that I could watch in 30 seconds and be like, oh, that's fucking funny. I don't have time to watch an hour 20-minute long podcast right now, but I have time to scroll through my phone and be like, oh, fucking 35-second video of them saying something funny. That's cool. And like being able to like adapt it, and like it is nice to be able, because like now we have the ability to like get out like content like 4 to 6 days a week instead of once or twice.
My goal now is have something on the channel every day, whether it's an episode or just a short
or
from
whatever else we decide to do.
Yeah, other videos, but like minimum every day a short, if not like full-length videos.
Yeah. It's and it feels like, because
communication is key.
Yeah, and full disclosure, like we just aren't able to film that often.
Yeah.
Because we're all just like busy.
I've been trying to think of like other stuff I want to do. Honestly, I would say on my end, it's more like just kind of delaying certain things. Because sometimes I'll have ideas and I'm like, okay, I have a camera, I have a mic. If I have an idea that I can do solo or like link up with just a few people and record, I'm like, I can do it. So part of it is also me just being a little lazy sometimes. But then part of it is like when we have an idea where we need all of us, then it's like, okay, we have
especially
scheduling
when
issues,
it's like,
right?
and it's like, it's not even just R3 schedules, like R3 schedules plus, like, we don't have access to the camera all the time.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I'm the only one, like I'm the one who has it. And then so if somebody else has an idea for a video, it's like you guys can't just be like, I'm just going to use the camera real quick, shoot it, and we're good to go.
I mean, we have the Discord, the video ideas like fucking full.
I need to look
of
at that
shit
actually.
to film.
Yeah.
Because we put in all the shit and like it like a bunch of good ideas, but it's just like we haven't done it.
You guys thought about vlogs?
Honestly, I
Yes.
constantly think of ideas to insert into a vlog or like things I want to go do in a vlog just to like experiment with it.
Why don't you
Experiment with the
start
medium?
out small with it? Say, like these are just tips, like or like little things that like I used to really enjoy whenever I used to watch vlogs. I was so into like BF versus GF, Jesse and Gina. They're now broken up, but yeah, like they would like. I mean, their biggest vlogs would always be their trips.
Yeah.
So like maybe like choose a little like guys trip for you guys, and then just kind of go. And,
He did film when they went to San Diego too.
Oh, I took a tiny bit of stuff. Honestly, I didn't really get much of anything. But
You know what we need to do? Like one easy one is like, hey, we need to just fucking whenever we hang out again, we just go golfing or something and we film.
I'm down. Yeah. That's my point. Yeah. Honestly, on that end, that's more where my point is like sometimes I'm just lazy because sometimes I have an idea that I could execute with myself and like maybe one other person. And I'm like, I'm just going to do it later.
Because that
you
could
know
have,
what I mean?
the San Diego trip could have easily been a vlog.
Oh,
Film
yeah,
some of the meals
easy.
you guys had, you guys walking around, insert the skydiving footage and shit.
Yeah,
insert some road trip footage.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't have been too bad.
Yeah. I think for that, I was more also like, I don't want to hassle everybody with like filming and they got
That's
to
the
be
thing.
on camera. And
That's
like,
kind of what I've been like, where it's like
it's a weird balance.
I've thought about like being like, hey, maybe I want to film stuff for track. Like,
Yeah.
maybe like YouTube content and stuff. But then I'm also like, I don't want to go through the beginning awkwardness of being like, hey, I'm gonna film everything. And everyone being like, oh,
well, I mean, we could, because like since obviously like I'm on the team with him, like you don't have to be like, hey, we're vlogging, we're just making sure. No, just be like, hey, just be super subtle with it. Don't be like in their face. Only do the parts where like say like you're in or like
yeah.
like,
Even
we're
just
in.
like I even just want to kind of get a camera, like not anything expensive, but just something like get a tripod and that, and then like whenever we throw, just set it up on the fucking ring and just leave it there. Be like, hey, any throws you guys want me to send you, I'll send. Like,
Yeah, dude, fucking, I might be getting like this small gig with this guy in Berkeley for recording and like video editing some stuff.
Oh, nice.
If I do that, let's do like a trip out to Berkeley, and
fun.
yeah, just because I'm sure there's just fun stuff to do out there. I've only been there once and it was for a concert, but like there's probably stuff to do. So if I end up doing that, then we should like go out there and record some
many,
shit.
like hobos and like
Oh, dude, I'll dap them up.
homeless and like
You know what?
tweakers.
Weirdly, I was thinking the other day, I was like, what if we did a man on the street thing, just like straight up in the hood? I was like,
I no.
no, I'm like, it was like a weird idea, but I was like, dude, what if we just go down 9th Street and like just chat some people up?
Dude, I don't even want to be on 9th Street.
Weirdly, I was like, I kind of want to do that. That sounds like
It's
'cause
like
I
a
feel
morbid curiosity type.
it's
of
a
thing.
morbid curiosity. I feel like I'll genuinely make some friends though. I feel like there'll be
You would.
because there's probably going to be regular guys that are just like hard on time, hard on
Down on
their luck, and they're probably gonna be like, cool, just somebody to talk to. Yeah, all right. Or maybe I'll just
You
get
want to sit some
mugged.
smelling stalls?
Yeah, no, I was legit thinking about that. I was like, dude, what if we did that, but like in the hood, bro?
This guy's like, it's not meth.
No, just
No, but if we do something like that, like let's bring a couple homies that are like pretty big, just so like if we get into
Bring
so,
Ethan with us.
yeah, I was gonna say because I don't think we'll have any issues if we got some bodies with us, but I think if they see like 1 or 2 guys and like an expensive camera, then people might act kind of funny. But like
Yeah.
Ethan almost got mugged on, I think it was on 9th Street or somewhere around downtown because I don't know why. This was like us in senior year, and I think the day before we had won the football game and they wanted to go watch a movie. I don't know what. I think it was like a scary movie. I think it was like Annabelle or I don't know.
wait, was that when he had his watch on him?
Yeah.
Oh, I was there for that.
Yeah.
I wasn't with him, but remember we met up with him and he
Yeah.
was by himself.
Everyone was like everywhere because they didn't understand the
Yeah,
time
yeah.
and like place they were supposed to arrive at. And like all of a sudden Ethan and I don't know who he was with. He was walking around And then the guy pulled up on him in like a shopping cart, you know.
Yeah, it was some homeless. It was some homeless guy.
Yeah, he rolled up on him, and then he looks at Ethan. And he's like, "I like your watch," and Ethan's like, "Oh, I do too," you know. And then he sees in his you know how like carts have like the little basket. Right?
Yeah,
there's a lead pipe. And,
yeah,
and like, you know, he was kind of like reaching for it, and Ethan's like, "All right, I gotta go," and then he just kind of like walks away super quick, trying to avoid the altercation at all times.
It was like the middle of the night too.
Dude, it was.
I don't know why we were like in that area, because it was funny. Ethan, like some guy like was kind of acting like he was gonna steal his watch. We were walking and there was just people with like trash cans, like just burning trash for like warmth, and we were just walking through, and there was straight up like buildings. There was like bars, and there was just like hookers hanging out on like the back door area where it was like hella dark in the alley. We were like, why are we here? Like, what is going on?
Bunch of high schoolers, you know.
Yeah, we were young as fuck. We were like 17 years old.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are we even doing here? This is so weird.
Honestly not the smartest thing. That I wasn't there.
It was hella fun though. I was like,
I feel like a man.
I was in the front of the group. I was like, I'm so hyped. Like, finally.
I personally, I
I'm gonna
wasn't
get a
there,
hooker.
'cause, like, I think
Yeah, I'm gonna get my
God,
dick sucked.
don't do that. Like,
Nancy, where you at?
it was funny because
I'm gonna get a toothy.
Where's the throat guy?
remember how Derek had his old blazer, that murdered out blazer, like all
Yeah,
black? That thing was
dude.
badass. And I remember I just happened to be in Modesto with my brother and all his friends, because there was a car meet, and there were like a bunch of like car heads, you know, they like cars.
God.
And I went with them, and all of a sudden I see Derek and his blazer just fucking zooming like across Sisk. I'm all like, damn it, like I missed something, you know. And I look at the chat, it's just blown up. Ethan's like, I almost got mugged, you know. A bunch of people were like,
Shit,
dude.
wasn't that during football?
It was during football.
Yeah, because we had hella homies. 'Cause that's why we had so many people. It was
Yeah.
because of that's right.
And that's why it was so confusing, because no one could really figure out what time they're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And no one watched the movie because they missed the showtime. And
Yeah.
no one was trying to stay up late. I think it was like a Saturday or Sunday, one of the two.
Something like that. We
Yeah.
were all like 17 years old, but we were like 15 bodies deep. So it was
Yeah.
like, when we were all together, we were like, oh, we're good now.
Yeah, y'all are 17 and you couldn't buy the rated, because it was a scary movie. I think it was
Oh, yeah.
you guys couldn't buy the tickets because you have to be 18 and up to buy
I think
the
that
ticket
is
for
what it
yourself.
was. It was either junior or senior year. And like, I don't remember.
A lot of us weren't 18
Yeah,
yet.
like half the people were like underage.
Yeah, it was whenever we were seniors. I remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
But like a lot of us knew they weren't 18
Damn, I
yet, so
forgot
they weren't
about
able to
that.
buy the ticket for themselves. But
What a
those
weird
one- like,
time.
but the seniors who were 18, they were able to buy the tickets for themselves. But they ended up just like, you know what, just skip the movie, and ended up just as like
Yeah.
everyone. I don't know what, but like there was like certain like little football, like our football groups
Mhm.
speckled around.
Yeah, we were all
like,
just 'cause
Modesto.
we did get so lost. I was like, why? This is
Yeah,
so weird.
I don't
Like,
understand how you guys got lost in Modesto.
I wasn't driving.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just kind of like, yeah, I'm here for the adventure. I'm not planning
Like
anything.
it's just a bunch of little, like a bunch of seniors from our school specifically, just walking around downtown. Like,
in like the
downtown
middle of the
Street.
night though. It was hella funny.
It was 11 o'clock at night.
yeah.
I remember that because like my brother and all his friends were just like, you know, just wondering like, what are we gonna eat? Because we were hungry, you know.
Dude, that was so
Man,
funny, man.
I just
Fuck.
the phone, dude. My phone was blowing up.
Oh yeah, because like we were all like, okay, where's everybody at? What's going on? Ethan almost got robbed.
Some
We were
people
like,
went to the wrong movie theater in Modesto. They went
Oh
to,
yeah, shit.
they went to the one on McHenry instead of the one downtown on like I think it's
Why
Brendan.
the fuck would you go to Brendan?
Dude, I don't know.
Brendan's awful.
I wasn't there. Like
That place is terrible.
I don't know whose idea
I
it
like
was,
Brendan.
but like it was one of
I-
those things.
What?
It was one of those things where everybody was down for the idea, but nobody actually planned anything.
Bruh,
So we all just kind of showed up in Modesto and didn't know what
Yeah.
was going
No,
on.
see, here's the thing. If you go to a movie, you go to Riverbank and you go to Galaxy.
Oh yeah, yeah, 100%.
Where you go.
Yeah.
You know, you have one here in Turlock, right?
Yeah, I know, and it sucks.
It's not terrible.
I've been there. It sucks. I can't fit in the seat.
Oh well, that's a you problem. And
Oh, so big people aren't allowed to go see movies? Is that what you're saying, Alec?
I'm not saying
Just because
that,
you're
but
small
Alex-
and weak doesn't mean that I should be
not
excluded from
small.
seeing a movie.
Alex a chubbophobe.
I'm not a small.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not a small.
Dude, you're so
especially right now.
chubbophobic right now.
Like, I'm not chubbophobic.
Yeah, but you're closer to a normal sized human than I am.
I need to lose weight. I'm 260.
I mean, I need to lose weight too,
Yeah.
but
Oh shit, dude. Next week we need to talk about New Year's resolutions because I think I actually have one.
boom, right there. Lose weight for me. Go to
no,
you.
mine's not a New Year's resolution because I'm actually going to do it.
Okay.
Well, no, mine's I don't know what to call it.
I don't like New Year's resolutions because it feels like it's like I'm only doing this because of the New Year.
Well-
It's like no, I'm doing this because I want
I
to
mean,
do it.
I started at the beginning of December. You know, it's just going to carry on. I don't care.
Mine's not really a New Year's resolution because it's not going to start like right after New Year's. And I didn't plan it because of New Year's. It's kind of just because I talked to Gabe and stuff. But dude, I want to get so big I can't fit through doorways.
Just,
I want to be
hey,
built like a fucking truck, bro.
Just do some hypertrophy work, brother.
Dude, I want to like get so big that I have to like shimmy through fucking garage bay doors, dog.
Hey, just do 5 sets at 8 to 12 of every workout you do.
I'm just gonna do roids.
No.
Or that.
Juice. All right.
Honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna start juicing. I'm just gonna start juicing. I'm gonna get huge.
Fucking 2 weeks later, Dale's fucking bigger than I am.
Yeah. Dude, a great man once said, live huge, die huge, leave a gigantic casket.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That'd be a really wide casket. People would be so confused.
Oh, yeah, it'll be
seeing a
wide.
skinny do
It's
it.
going to be like a straight triangle. The bottom side might be a little small, but
You'd
dude,
be
the
buried in a
top,
diamond,
the
bro.
top's going to be wide as
It's
fuck.
gonna be like the typical. You're gonna be like Ethan, just never do legs.
Oh, I know. Actually, never.
I don't know how he does that, dude.
It's not healthy.
No, I'll
I mean,
have to
it's
do
not
legs.
unhealthy.
It's not unhealthy, but I don't think it's very good for him because,
I mean, it's not bad for him.
speaking about Ethan, he was just in a car accident.
He was? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why didn't I not hear about this?
I don't know.
I haven't heard about this either.
I see. I started
Wait, you're
working
in
and
the
then.
low nut game, right?
Oh, I don't
Check
look at
it.
that shit.
Oh, this is going on just now?
Yeah.
Oh, let's look at this later then, because I saw all the messages popping off, but I didn't read anything because I was like, yeah, I don't know what everybody's talking about.
Oh shit!
Wait, let me see. Oh shit, he's on the freeway?
Yeah. Oh, they almost got hit.
Wait, where's his car?
his,
somebody else's.
His car
Yeah.
didn't get. Someone was weaving in and out of traffic, and hit another lady, and they like slammed on their brakes and stopped right before
Then
it.
it just kind
Oh
of
wow.
collided with a whole bunch more cars.
It was a big pileup.
Yeah.
That's so complicated for insurance.
Oh, me and Peyton have been watching these like the idiots in cars videos, like compilations of it.
Mhm.
I hate it so much.
And then like we just vicariously get mad. We're like, that fucking idiot.
Mhm.
Bro, so many people on left hand turn yields. They shouldn't exist. I swear they shouldn't
That's
exist.
how I failed not how I failed my first DMV test. How I
Oh.
wrecked before I got to the DMV to take the test.
The school day was so like awkward and hilarious at the
No,
same
you know what's
time.
funny? I didn't tell anybody about that.
No, you told me. I remember that.
Oh, well, I didn't tell like anybody else then. Cause like straight up, there was people, like some of my closest friends that like a year later were like, you got in a fucking car crash? And I was like, oh shit, yeah. Like, I was like, kind of just like, didn't think you guys would find out about that.
I remember Sierra asked me because like we were talking about people who were driving in our group because we were
Yeah.
we were seniors, we were trying to figure out who drives, who doesn't drive, because we have that mentality.
Because that's what you talk about in high school.
Yeah. And we were going off and around her head, and she thought you could drive since you've been, obviously you were driving in high school, even though you didn't have a fucking license.
I was driving. Yeah, I was driving. Well, allegedly, I was driving without
Allegedly,
a license.
yes.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Don't
And
admit
then-
to anything.
Allegedly.
And then she came around to your name, and she's like, "Yeah, Dale drives, right? Like he has his license." I'm like, "He doesn't have his license."
Like both of those things are true.
Yeah.
But
and she was like, "What? Like, what do you mean?" Like she was kind of lost. She's like, "Doesn't he have his license?" I was like, "No, like he missed his appointment because he got into a car accident before the fucking test." She's like, "No." Her mind was blown because
dude,
this was like a year after everything had happened.
yeah, it was a year, dude. That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
bro.
Did I ever tell you guys how I failed my first driving test?
No.
Bro, it was
Wait.
bullshit. I think I might have told you.
It was. I know it actually.
It's so bullshit.
Can I say?
I mean, if you want, sure. Go for it.
An ambulance caused him to fail.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's more to that story. So I did it in Modesto for my first one
Mhm.
because I'm like, oh, like whatever, I'll just do it in Modesto. But I know that like, oh, it's harder in Modesto. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I know how to drive. Like, it's
Yeah.
fine. And then we were going. I'm fucking passing over railroad tracks, and it's one of the ones where like 40 feet on either side they have like the X's, like,
Yeah.
hey, you can't stop here. So I'm driving, and we're on there. I've done fine so far. Just start going over the X's, like where like you can't stop here on the train tracks.
Yeah.
And fucking ambulance pops up, and I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, I can't stop on the train track because that's obviously an
Yeah.
automatic fail. So I put my blinker on, I go over to the right, but I like keep driving slowly until I get out of the X's, and then I stop.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, automatic fail. I was like, why?
That sucks.
He was like, you didn't stop for the ambulance. I'm like, I'm on the railroad track with the X's. Like, what was I supposed to stop? Isn't it an automatic fail if I stop there? He's like, yeah. I'm like, so what was I supposed to do? He's like, I don't know. You just fail. I'm like,
That's such bullshit, dude.
I was like, what the fuck? I was so heated. I got out of the car and I like walked in back to my mom. She's like, how'd you do? I was like, this is fucking bullshit. And she was like, oh. And then they
yeah.
explained it to her, and she got in the. I was like waiting in the car. I was like, fuck this, man. Fuck this person. Like, this guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
And then she gets in the car, and she's like, yeah, I don't know what you were supposed to do there. I was like, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, what the fuck?
That he couldn't at least be like, yeah, this is a weird scenario, but here's how you should have like gone about it.
Right. And it's like, I don't even think he had that, because he was like, because I asked him like, what should I have done? He was like,
Shouldn't have took the test.
I was like, what
Should have rescheduled.
I know. So then the
Should've
next
known
time
that.
I took it at Manteca.
You should have known that person was going to
Manteca.
die. Why
Oh.
Manteca?
Because my
That's
mom
random.
worked in Manteca, and the
Oh.
Manteca driving test is like, I literally looked at all the routes, and I'm like, okay, there's no train tracks. Let's fucking go.
Oh, sick.
So I'm not getting fucked by one of those things
Dude,
again.
you know
Yeah.
what's hilarious? Whenever I took mine, it was here in Turlock actually. I was pulling out of the DMV, and you know how you pull out the DMV, and there's an exit, and like on, I don't know what that road is. I think it's University Way,
Whatever. I don't
Where at?
fucking know.
the DMV.
Oh yeah, it's like kind of in that area. It's all around the college.
Yeah, well, it's like on one of the main roads, and I was like, I was gonna pull out, but I wasn't ready yet, so I just put on the brake, and I was waiting for all the cars to pass, and I see
Yeah.
like, all right, cool, the silver car is gonna let me go, right? It's like about 50 yards away. I was like, sweet. That fucker floors it and cuts me off, and then right as I'm letting go of the brakes, I have to slam back on them to like avoid getting into the car accident. And like all of a sudden, I look like in the corner of my eye, I see my driving instructor just whiplash. She just like hard, dude. Like her neck, I felt so bad.
Yeah.
That dropped me like 7 points.
It sucks.
It pissed me off so much. But I still passed. But that fucker in the gray sedan
Yeah.
pissed me off.
That's fucking awful.
I get mad driving. Like, I don't road rage. Like, I don't be like, I'm gonna follow this motherfucker. Like, well, I've done that once.
Yeah.
But like,
Don't follow people.
it was, I shouldn't.
Yeah.
The house around the corner from Cameron's that always has the bounce houses and shit.
Yeah.
That
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Fucking almost ran into my passenger side with my sister in
Really?
the front passenger side.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah, he ran a red light, almost ran into her.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I get pissed off.
Yeah,
like
I got-
I don't
yeah.
road like I did that once in high school where I followed someone, but like now like I don't road rage like how do I say it? Because I get mad and I fucking yell and I'll
Oh,
flip
shit.
someone off.
What?
Hold up.
happened?
Did you just turn off OBS?
No, this is not. Oh shit. Okay.
Is it
Hold
still
on.
going? Are we recording?
Okay.
right
Yeah,
now?
we're chilling.
Okay.
Okay. I was like panicking. I was like, no, not again.
Like, I got cut off whenever I was driving here. Like literally a dude in like a green fucking Trailblazer just decided no blinker, no nothing. He's like 2 feet away from my car, just decided floor it
Skirt.
and skirt. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck you, guy.
No, but I'll like yell like and not at them. Well,
Well,
okay. Well, here's
Well, you
here's the
know.
furthest I'll go. If I'm like, if they cut me off or whatever, or do some stupid shit, and then I'm driving past them, I'll lower my window, flip them off, and go "fuck you." But I won't actually do anything in my car, like follow them or brake check them or anything like that, because I'm like, that just takes time out of my
Dude,
day.
I don't drive with Ethan because of that. He's done that. He's brake checked people. He's followed people. He's slowed down in front of people. I'm like,
I mean,
bro,
I don't care if the camera just went off. I don't care if other people do it.
No,
because
I'm
I
in the-
want to do it.
I'm
I just
in the
don't.
car when he does this.
Yeah, I wouldn't give a fuck, to be honest.
And no, I don't like that. So
I'd be down.
That's why every
I'm
time-
like, hey, if that guy's a dickhead and he wants to fight for it, like,
no,
I'm
not,
down to watch.
I'm not about that.
I can't remember how to screen record this.
What are you trying to screen record?
The video I'm gonna show you guys at some point.
Oh.
Well, yeah, what should I know? What are you gonna
I've done this before too. It's
You
just
have done it like quite a bit.
I've done it before, but last time I used OBS, I was using it as a webcam, and it makes it different. And I'm like, I haven't used it enough to remember how to go back. Anyways, yeah, I'm not a big road rage guy. Like, I don't know.
I mean, you're not a big rage guy in general.
Yeah,
Like I just get mad for anything.
but like especially for some reason with driving, I'm usually like, I just don't care. Like, I don't know. There's like a disconnect there. I don't know. When I see the car, I like think less of like even a person being in the car, and I'm like, okay, it's just like an object. Like,
I think about
Just
the
don't
person
care.
and I hope they have a terrible day after that.
yeah. There's some weird disconnect that happens for me there.
I do some
I don't
creative
know.
insults too. I got some creative
Yeah.
ones. Some guy cuts
What's like
me.
some of your go-tos? Do you got like
If some guy cuts me, I'm like, oh, fuck that guy. He's probably just in a hurry to get back to his fat, ugly wife.
shit
like that.
shit, okay. What are like
That's
do you
hurtful.
have ones for like different levels of anger where you're like, oh, this is my like go-to if I'm just a little peeved. This is my go-to if I'm
That's
like,
my
straight
like
flustered.
that's my like I'm kind of pissed off, like a little bit annoyed, but like I'm not like really mad. I'm just like, oh, he's just fucking in a hurry to get back to his fat ugly wife. Like, fuck that guy. Like, I don't know. What do I say when I'm like really pissed? Honestly, it's a lot of just like, fuck you.
Did you get the video?
Yeah, just a lot of fuck you when I'm really
Working
mad.
on it right now.
When I'm really mad, I'm not like I'm too mad to think of clever things to say.
Yeah.
It's more just like anger, red, and
Okay.
I want you to be like, I want your day to be bad.
Damn. Okay. So it's like it's
Like
personal. How long does it last?
not like hurt.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hope you get in a car accident that doesn't hurt you but really inconveniences your day.
Okay. So
Like, I don't wish any physical
What are you
harm
doing?
on anyone, but I just want them to have a horrible day because
Okay.
they've made me now feel like I've had a horrible day.
does it end at midnight, or are you like, I want their day to be bad until the day ends, and
I
then
don't-
tomorrow we're gonna have a fresh start?
No, I don't think about it all day.
Okay.
I'll think
Sorry.
about it for like, I don't know, maybe like an hour.
Okay. Makes sense. Man, I want to screen record this video because it'll make it easier to drop into Discord. And I'm so incredibly.
Don't eat the garden salsa ones.
Oh, you know what? Oh wait, no, that's not what I want to do.
I mean, they're both of
that's
ours,
also
but
not
Peyton
what
will
I'm
kill
doing.
you.
Do we have?
We have
any,
salsa.
Do
You
we
want
have
salsa?
any last minute thoughts before I pull up this video?
Are we looking at the drone footage?
Drone
We'll
footage.
call it. Is that what we're looking at?
Oh yeah, the drone footage.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I
Yeah.
just won't put the video on because I forgot how to do this.
God damn it,
I
Dan.
need to remind myself. Nah, you know what? Yeah, I'll just need to remind myself how this works later because I'm just forgetting.
ASMR.
Okay, let's watch this fucking video. Let's watch this video and wrap up.
Are we just gonna describe it?
I think we should read the title and leave it at that until we start it. So, for anybody wondering, the video that we're about to pull up, the title is "Would You Turn Your Cat into a Drone? Real Stories." That's the title. Let's get into this.
This is a real B&H customer story. Steph Mandis came to B&H to take her photography to the next level. She's an artist by choice, pizza maker by birth, and B&H customer for life. Am I missing anything here?
Teacher, entrepreneur.
That was annoying.
Yeah, it was.
This is such a banger.
God damn it.
His pussycat had 4 propellers placed into its paws. And I wanted to know what kind of man would do this to his own pet.
Oh my god.
One day, Orville got killed by a car just around the corner here. But I immediately knew that as soon as we had his body, that
Did they
I was
hear
gonna
this?
do something
Yeah.
with him. I was going to make a point out of his
Point?
untimely death.
This is the
There
creepiest
he is.
guy ever.
Orville
What
copter.
the fuck, dude? His tail is erect.
With a local engineer called Aryan, Bart had created the world's first remote-controlled flying dead cat.
We're made of stuff, and if you die, you end up as stuff. And
Oh, he's done it with more things.
He's done it with more than just
So,
his cat. What the fuck?
What's the word again for when they like stuff things?
Taxidermy.
Taxidermy, yeah. So this guy, I feel like this guy's hitting an interesting niche because this is sort of like the extreme sports of taxidermy.
Yeah.
Like everybody else is, everybody else, they're running and jumping and maybe they're, throwing a ball in a hoop or whatever. This guy's like the snowboarding, the skydiving, the like motocross of taxidermy. This guy is taking it to the next level.
He's really morbid with his taxidermy skills.
Oh, he's into it.
I like how the cat's just like so flared out.
Yeah, dude, the cat is like spread across. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like, have you ever watched a cartoon or something where there's some British guy and they walk out into the lounge and there's like an entire lion like spread out as a carpet?
Yeah.
It reminds me of like, or they'll have like the bear hides and it's like an entire bear just spread out like on
You know
the
what
floor.
it looks like? You know, like the old drawings they have, like the torture method where they would pull
Yeah.
people.
Oh my god.
It looks like he did that to his cat.
Yeah, it does. Holy shit. Yeah, that is so creepy. And the eyes too are so intense.
Yeah, there's like,
It looks like the eyes are about to pop out, which
Bro,
doesn't really help the creepiness.
imagine just being on the street and you just see that fucking thing at like eye level just going at you, just like, "Meh." Like, you know what would
Bro.
be funny if he attached like a speaker to it and it just went, "Meow."
What's crazy
Oh
is,
my
did you guys
gosh.
notice how big that drone is?
Yeah, it's a big fucking
Yeah.
It's
drone.
massive.
Yeah, that drone by itself is legit.
Like the box it came in,
Forget like the dead cat spread across it.
it was fucking huge, dude.
Yeah.
How big is that cat though?
What do you think
Must have been
came?
a fat cat.
What do you
Probably.
think came first? Like, was the guy super into taxidermy and then he like got into drones and was like, "How can I merge these hobbies?" Or was he super into drones and then his cat died and he was like, "How can I commemorate this cat?"
I really
in a way
hope
that...
he didn't learn taxidermy to make his cat into a drone.
I really hope so,
I don't know.
too.
I feel like that'd be way worse.
Yeah, I think. But then again, like, it's also weird if he was just like had a side hobby. Like, he had a hobby on the side of taxidermy, and then he was like got super into drones and was like,
Next, he's gonna do it with his grandma when she dies.
yeah. How, dude? Human taxidermy is already a weird.
I'm gonna put that in my will. I
Yeah,
want to whenever I die, I want someone to turn me into a
What's-
full size drone.
What's that movie called? Where like he takes like grafts of skin from like all the people he murders,
Yeah, I
and
don't
he
know,
makes like a
Wait,
body.
Texas? Oh no. I'm not sure. I think he just does the face.
I mean,
He
I
does
know-
skin
I
their
know,
face. This sounds like a Criminal Minds thing.
Oh yeah.
no, it was an actual thing,
Oh well, I don't
I
know.
don't
an
know.
actual murder.
But fucking. So, okay. So, when you turn yourself into a human taxidermy drone, like, are you going to have an app? Because you would need clothes. Or are you just going to go
No,
free balls?
No, free balls.
Oh, so you're just going to have your cheeks hanging out, just flying.
Yeah.
Just dick and balls. Just.
Yeah.
Wait, are you going to have them, like, taxidermy your dick and balls to look bigger? Or are you going to go real size?
No, I want it to be like.
Are you gonna
I
add a
want
little extra
everything.
stuffing?
I want everything to look like normal, and then I just want them to like not put any stuffing in my dick and balls.
Oh, so
just
it's like
kinda
microscopic.
Yeah, no, not even that. To where it's like, it's just all the skin. So it's just like
Yo. Dude, it's like people that
it flies
get-
over someone. And it's just like.
It's gonna look like those people that weigh like 500 pounds and then they lose a ton of weight and, they
it's
just
a
have
bunch
like
of flab.
yeah, they got like a parachute's worth of flab just hanging off their
Yeah.
bones.
I
That's-
think that's where we should end the podcast.
No,
No, dude,
nah.
let's dive
This is my
in.
favorite part. I've been
Dude,
waiting to bring
And then
this up.
we'll have a parachute, and like it'll be attached to where the dick and balls were. So it's like, and then that's the parachute.
I feel like but I feel like it won't be. That's my point though. It might not be very aerodynamic because it's gonna catch a lot of air when like your balls catch the wind. You know,
That's true.
unless you have it on like a mechanism, like a drag racing parachute, where it's like you hit a button and all of a sudden like your balls and your dick are like.
That's
And
what
yeah,
I want.
that's how it stops
I
you.
want my dick and balls skin to be like super stretched
Yeah,
out
yeah.
and then like stuffed in, and then there's like a little button or like a button on the
yeah.
remote, and it comes out and it's just a dick and ball shaped parachute.
Oh, what if it's like you know how
I'm
parachutes?
uncomfortable.
Dude, I don't care. I'm fucking
care.
laughing right now. You know
This
how
is fucking funny.
you know how parachutes have like the initial little thing that pops out to like guide them as they fall,
Yeah.
and then there's like the legit chute. So is your dick gonna be like the little guiding, and then your balls actually catch the majority of the air?
Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah, because that'll make sure you don't get tangled. Because dude, there's propellers. Like you got to think about
true.
not getting tangled up. Like that would be really disrespectful to your dead fucking corpse if like your dick and balls are just getting cut to pieces by the propellers.
be
Like
pretty
it'd be pretty
disrespectful.
bad, yeah. It'd be funny, admittedly, but like
It would be funny.
somebody's got to clean that up, and that's like yeah.
Okay, never mind. It's worth it. Someone has to clean it up. Worth it.
Who would you have clean it up?
Alec.
That guy that cut you off.
Alec.
Alec. Okay, just all right.
Because it's making him uncomfortable.
Can we end the podcast, please?
No, dude, absolutely not. We're not ending
This
it
is
right now.
gold. This is gold. This is a
Damn.
short right here.
Wait, so also, would you go ass up or dick up? Would you be laying on your back or would you be laying on your stomach?
Oh,
On the
here's what I
drone?
want. I want dick up, and I want my arms to be like behind my head like this.
Oh, so you got like fun. Oh, dude, like a funny pose.
I want the lazy boy pose, you know?
Oh yeah. So you'd be on your back, right?
Yep.
And then just like. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
My ghost white ass would be all in your face.
They should put. Would you have yourself in that position by itself, or would you have them put a little not miniature, I guess? Would you have them put a lazy boy under you, or something that looks like one?
Just me by myself.
Just the pose,
just like that.
That's pretty sweet,
Didn't
honestly.
someone make a lazy boy into a drone already?
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just replace a lazy boy with my taxidermy dead body.
Yeah. Fuck, that's awesome. Damn. They could have like different. You could like switch up the poses too. You could have like the lazy boy pose. You could have like the Superman. You could have like the Captain Jack. Like you could have all these different poses so they can like switch them up depending on their mood.
Oh, that's awesome.
Who'd be flying it? Peyton?
Sure, I think anyone wants to.
Would it just pass through the family?
Take turns.
With that rat in the video. That rat.
Oh, you're about to see.
That's another
dog.
taxidermy rat.
You're about to
I
see.
see that, but I don't know what it's on.
That rat actually wasn't dead. They just made it into a fucking drone while it was alive.
Oh no. That's part of the reason I'm like weirdly conflicted on this, because obviously it's a creepy fucking hobby, but at the same time the animals are dead anyways, so it's not necessarily like he's breeding them to kill to turn into drones. He just likes his pets a lot, I guess, and also likes flying drones and like wanted to combine those two hobbies.
I guess.
Kind of interesting. Yeah, it's very revolutionary, I must say.
You can do things to that stuff and to keep it around.
One day it was just dead in the bed.
He just has a chicken.
Oh,
in his
mother's
freezer.
milk. I wanted to make a cheese out of that.
Wait, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
As in your partner's breast milk, or
Yeah.
He was gonna make.
I
gonna make
remember when
milk
He's got his
out of
food
his
next to his
grandma
corpses.
Out of his partner's
died, that
milk.
I stood there at the bed and I saw the body of my grandma, the woman that we all loved as kids. But I couldn't resist prodding her. It's like, what does it feel like when you're not here anymore? It was stiff and cold, and I wanted to know.
was it difficult cutting up your pet?
I have no problem taking the skin off a cat, even my own cat. After it's dead, it's not a cat anymore. It's just carbon in a shape, a cat shape.
Bart invited me into his.
You know, as creepy as this guy is, this is basically just the non-YouTuber British version of Logan Paul. So,
enough.
you know, definitely weird.
I mean, honestly, this isn't as bad as filming dead hanging people.
Yeah, that's my point. Is it's very weird, but it's also he's not killing them, and they're not human, so it's not like I don't know. Clearly, this guy's got issue. I mean, the part about poking his dead grandma was weird, but like,
I haven't seen the video of like Jake Paul or like the Logan Paul video.
oh, I mean, you don't really need
It's not
to
on
see
YouTube
it.
anymore.
Yeah,
Also, you don't really need to see it.
you can find it.
It's just him
but
filming dead hanging people and making
Yeah.
fun of them.
It's
'Cause
super
he's
weird.
a dickhead.
It's super weird. Yeah, no, clearly this guy has an attraction to dead things. It's just weird. It's just kind of hilarious to mix that attraction with like being super into drones.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I feel like the community of people that are obsessed with dead things and the community of people that like doing FPV drones are usually very different. So it's funny to see those two hobbies mixed into one person.
Shed, where it became clear that his cat was not the first animal he'd been trying to make fly, and certainly wasn't his last.
It's an ostrich.
What the fuck?
This shit's kind of sick. Yeah, look at
Having
it.
phoned every
This is a
ostrich farm
project.
in the Netherlands, Bart eventually got his hands on one that had died during the cold winter months.
It's got a 50-kilo lift and it's 12,000 watts.
Yeah.
I was witnessing the world's most famous flightless bird take.
I thought that he just draped them over the drone. No, they are the drone.
Yeah.
The electronics are like in their body.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
There was like a maintenance hatch in its back. That's crazy. So it's like he's got to understand a little bit about surgery to be able to do that. Also, he's got to understand like the electrical side and just like, okay, how do you wire this thing? You know?
I've had an epiphany.
What's that?
I want the maintenance hatch to be my asshole.
That's awesome.
Like the cheeks, just like whoop.
You're just like a real life
Mr.
Mr.
My ass.
You're just like a real life Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that's kind of sick, actually. Damn. Yeah. It's weird how, like, obviously this is creepy, but it's also weird how much it actually takes a lot of intelligence. Because he's building them, too. It's not like he's just buying a drone. Like you said, it's not like he's just buying a drone, slapping a skin on it, and, like, going to town. He's, like, building the drones from scratch. With the animal.
You guys want to know what's even funnier? Like, we're over here, like, giving ideas, like, oh, let's do it with, like, a person, you know? He actually did it, which is why I think it's so weird.
Super crazy.
Yeah, like, that's something to be like, dude, like, you know, what if, like, you know, we just, like, a cat, like, we just fucking put a cat skin on a fucking drone, you know? Just that's like a drunk moment, or like whenever you're stoned out of your mind.
My cat died. I never once thought, let me cut its fucking skin off.
But like, this is totally like the type of shit you would joke around about as like a morbid joke.
Yeah.
But this guy made it happen.
Yeah, which is what makes it even more morbid.
Yeah.
And like really weird, and just like, I'm not really into it as much as you guys are.
I'm into this, man.
I'm
like,
into it.
Dude, imagine like you go to somebody's funeral and you're like, where's the body at? You're like kind of confused. You're like, maybe they cremated him? Yeah, what's going on here? Then boom, he flies in. You got a fucking quadcopter with his ass just pulling up, sitting in the lazy boy position, just flying in like a god. Oh, dude, also, they better spray tan me before they turn me into a drone. I want to look like a bronze god coming into that funeral.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah, dude, this is crazy. It's huge.
Let's finish the video. Let's see what's going on.
Speaking to the skies.
The face shot.
Love this
When I
view.
was a kid, I wanted to be an inventor. I'm making things fly that usually can't. And it's wonderful just to stand outside, and all the parents with kids, they just gather around and they laugh and they make pictures and they talk about it for 2 days afterwards. What better thing to do?
I think they talk about it for more than 2
very,
days.
very good feeling. And I know the ostrich would have wanted it no other way.
What Bart and Aryan were doing was clearly bizarre, and to some people, even offensive. But they were far from alone. Creations from dead creatures had become popular around the world, from expensive art to eBay auctions. Social media sites with hundreds of thousands of followers were dedicated to the world's weirdest taxidermy. With fashion and interior design pushing the trend, I wondered if death had now become a legitimate business.
I guess it isn't all that different from taxidermy.
That's
when
why
you
I'm
think
so
about
conflicted on it, because he's incorporating things that we kind of already do. Like, everybody likes drones. People already do taxidermy. Admittedly, you know, it's a little bit of a weird hobby, but people already do that.
Very
People already
hobby.
use, like, leather and skins for things. And, like, he's not killing them expressly for the purpose of making them into a drone. So, like, I'm so conflicted, because clearly he's a really weird guy, but he's not really doing anything that is that unethical per se. It's just really fucking weird.
Is it illegal in the States to do that?
No, because you
To
can
do
do
what?
taxidermy, and you know.
Can you turn it into a helicopter like that?
No, I mean, as long as it's
Why
a
not?
legal animal. I'm sure you couldn't do it with like endangered animals, but like,
well, obviously.
yeah,
that's-
yeah, but yeah, no. If you're using, you know, just a
Bald
regular
eagle
animal,
drone.
Imagine you turn it like a
dude,
like
fucking like a albino elephant just flying through the sky. You're just like, yo, that what? Just a fucking snow leopard just flying over Waterford. Oh,
it's weird.
dude, imagine, bro. They fucking, you know how they've been trying to find like old mammoth DNA to
Yeah.
like, yeah, dude, imagine they like recreate the mammoths. We're all like, wow, this is amazing. Like a technological revolution. Wow. And fucking the next day you see Elon Musk turns first reincarnated mammoth into live drone.
Keeps it alive somehow.
And yeah, and you know, he's going to post some dumb shit on Twitter. Like, we took him for a flight for 69 seconds. Oh. Yeah, dude, fucking, I just couldn't believe this. I was like, this is awesome. I can't wait to react to this. It's kind of sick.
It is.
It's
pretty
just
sick.
creepy, but it's also really cool in like a weird engineering kind of way.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't do it, but
I wouldn't
I'm
either.
down to morbidly watch videos of him doing it.
Oh yeah, I would love to talk to this guy and just get more info on this, because I also like the electrical side. Like, did he just teach himself how to do all the wiring? Did he already have a background in
wondering, I'm
engineering?
like-
He said he had a friend.
Oh, he said that's right.
I'm wanting to know, like, is he like legit? Like the joke I made, like, I want to be this after. Like, is he like, yo, like someone do that to me?
Yeah. What if, dude? Is that like his magnum opus?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Like he's been gonna spend his whole life turning animals into drones, and then in the end,
He's in the.
he's the drone.
They do like a drone where he stands up though, and he's like the Jesus Rio pose. He's just like,
bro. What if it's like, you know how people will do those projects where they build their own casket?
yeah.
What if he like builds his own drone, and the final step has to happen after he dies, where they like take his skin and then like stretch it over the drone and blow and stuff him.
So weird. Some Jeepers Creepers kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, that's fucking. That's out there.
Yeah, dude. Damn, that's crazy. I don't know.
See, my thing is like, if I'm the people that are there recording this, like, why would you not ask that?
I'm wondering, you know, because obviously there was tons of footage that they cut out of this. I'm just curious if there was any other interesting bits of information that they were like, well, this doesn't really mesh with the final video that we're putting out, but, you know, whatever. Like, I'd be so curious to see all the other footage that they got of this guy.
Oh yeah.
Because what if he is, like, super normal, but he just has this, like, weird hobby? But, like, what if they just cut the bits in that make him sound creepy? You know, they're, like, 10 hours deep shooting, and he says, like, some... then again, the grandma part, that's kind of hard to explain. I don't know. I keep coming back to the grandma part. That's the one bit where I'm like, yeah, that's kind of
really
weird.
overall. The entire video, like, why would they even leave that in there? It's just
Oh, no, that's
Why would they
awesome.
leave
That
in there?
was
'Cause it's weird as shit.
genius.
That's awesome filmmaking.
Yeah, dude. The way that they edited that video together was genius. But, like... Yeah, I don't know. That's the only part where I'm like, yeah, you can't really explain that one.
no.
Poking your dead grandma, that's just
It
weird.
feels like the logical next step is for him to do it to like his dead grandma.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, the logical, like, it kind of feels like the next step is like, go out and kill some people.
Yeah.
And, like, turn them into drones.
It seems like he's gonna be a serial killer that's like flying his fucking drone bodies around the fucking.
What are they going to call him? The
FBI. He's gonna be on like the fucking. Like it's like the terror watch list, but it's like the serial killer watch list. Like,
Dude.
this guy's definitely gonna murder people.
You know how the Zodiac
So
killer would like
weird.
leave letters that had like anagrams and codes and shit?
Yeah.
This dude's just gonna kill people and then stuff them and turn them into drones and like fly it to the FBI headquarters.
Oh my god! Here's your next victim.
Here's oh. 1 if by air, 2 if by sea. See if you can find me. Like, oh my god, dude!
That's
Yeah,
not- oh my
this
God.
guy's like a combination of like Jeffrey Dahmer and fucking Frank Lloyd, or not Frank Lloyd, right? The Wright brothers. Oh man,
That's fucking funny.
yeah. I saw that, and I saw that like at like 3 a.m. last night, and I was like, this is great. This is perfect timing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh man. Anyways, this has been a fun ep.
Yeah.
we have any-
Thanks for coming, Alec.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, thanks for
sorry we
filling in.
weirded you out and made you uncomfortable. at the
Yeah,
end.
it's fine.
Yeah, it was a fun ep though. Thank you though. Oh man, and you know, happy.
Merry Christmas.
I was about to say Happy Christmas.
Happy
I don't know.
Christmas.
I don't know why. Happy Christmas,
Happy
everyone.
holidays.
Sound
Happy
yeah.
holiday.
Oh man. Anyways, we'll catch up with you guys next week. Maybe talk about New Year's resolutions. Maybe
Watch out
not.
for the shorts that are coming out this week.
Yeah, you know, if you're one of the new subscribers, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Like, subscribe.
Genuinely.
Bro, give us some comments, even if they're negative. Like, I just want to see some comments
Hit
so
that
I can
bell
get
button.
angry or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I actually have one last thought. I love with the shorts when you see the like to dislike ratio, it feels so much more honest because you know it's a bunch of people that just haven't watched our shit.
Yeah.
It's
It's not like, oh, I this wasn't that funny, but I like these. It's like, no, this is just random people seeing it. They're
Yeah.
like, that wasn't funny.
yeah, exactly. Like, so when I see like a 66% like to dislike ratio, I'm like, yeah, okay, that
earned
feels fair.
We earned it.
Yeah, I'm like, that makes sense. Or when it's high, I'm like, yeah, cool. Like, that feels honest. Yeah, it's a good feeling. Anyways, we'll catch up with you guys next week. Love you.
Bye.